Hi guys, welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, in yesterday's video, we created some large text that came in from the left and right hand side of the screen as you scroll down. We're kind of continuing that theme today. We did this with Divi 4 last year, and it's pretty much the same process with the Divi 5 theme that we're using here today. So if I refresh this page, you'll see that large text. There's the first bit, there's the second bit. If we start scrolling down the page, we've got some more rolling in as we scroll down there. And this is really eye-catching. Not only does it work well on a desktop, it works perfectly on tablet and mobile. Really easy to do, no coding involved in this at all today, so let's get started. I'm going to add a new page, and we'll give it a title. And of course, we're going to use the Divi Builder. I'm going to go ahead and build from scratch. By default, it puts in a single section, the blue tab right here. It prompts us to put in a row. I'm going to add a row. I'm going to use a single flex column with mine. And the same as yesterday's video, I'm going to throw in a text heading module. We'll put in what we want here. I think I used huge, flipping. Now, before I go any further, the row that it's sitting in, because we're going to be using extremely large text for this, I want it to stretch full width of the screen here. So again, the same as yesterday, I'm going to go hit the green tab for the row. Over in design, I'm going to go down to sizing. Here we've got the width. I'm going to type 100 in there. It has percentage selected over here. That's fine. In the max width just below, I'm going to type 100 in there. This time you can either type percentage sign or just select percentage over here because it's set on pixels by default. That's great. Now we can go back into our little text module right here, or heading module I should say. Once we click on it, you'll see it says heading up here. Down to the heading text itself. I don't want it to be an H1 even though it's on the top of our page because these are sort of incidental titles, so I'm going to make it an H2. I'm going to use a very blocky font that I used yesterday called Anton. Just click on heading font here. You can roll over and it'll give you an example of these fonts when you roll over. There's my Anton in my recently used up here. I do want it uppercase. I think I'll make it bold. I want it to be in the middle of our page. I'm going to make it absolutely huge. Color itself I'm going to leave for the moment. I will be changing that in a minute. So on desktop, I think I used 210. Obviously adjust yours to taste. We've got pixels selected over here. Let's adjust it for tablet. I think I use 130. It doesn't matter actually too much if it breaks into two line on tablet and mobile because the effect will be the same. I think that's going to work for me. And on mobile, let's perhaps make it, well, let's say 70. Again, I think that's what I used in the previous one. Great, so we've got it the right size on all devices here. Now for my top section where we loaded the page, if I reload this page, you'll see that we didn't scroll down, it does it automatically. So I'm going to make a hero section that's full screen, full height. And we'll create our first animation. So in my section here, the blue tab, in the content, I'm going to give it something interesting in the background. I put a color in yesterday, but I didn't use it. Today we're actually going to use it. And I'm going to add an image. Throw in whatever image you want to put in yours. I think that's what I used. Now I'm going to blend it with that color by rolling down a little bit. Background image blend right here. I'm going to multiply. You can get some wonderful effects with this background image blend, so do play with it. Luminosity is one I use quite often. And difference and exclusion, you can get some amazing effects with that too. Like I say, play with it. I'm going to use the simple multiply, which will multiply the image with that color. We're still in the section. Like I say, I want to make it full screen, full height. So over in design, I'm going to go back to sizing again. And down in height here, I'm going to type 100 VH for 100 viewable height. So it'll cover the screen on all devices here. That's great. Now I do want my content, I'm going to add another row of text in here, but I do want my content to be right in the middle. So still in the section, I'm going to go out to layout at the top here. Where it says justify content, I've gone into layout. should be set to flex. I'm going to go down and justify content. I'm going to pop it in the middle. And you'll notice when I add the second line of text, they'll both still be in the middle. It'll auto justify it. Let's go back into our little text module there, and we'll make this the right color. So I've gone back into the heading module. Apologize, I keep calling it text module. It is a heading module we're using today. Over in design, I'm going to close down layout. Here's our heading text. Let's just make it white. That'll stand out nicely on that background there. Fantastic. Now I'm just going to clone this row. 2 little squares to clone it. As you can see, it's still central, which is nice. I'm going into my second one here. Of course, we want to change that. Put in whatever you want to put in yours. Text animation. Hope it fits. Yep, that's fine. Now for the first section here, I want this one to flip in after about 3/4 of a second, and then this one to come in about 2.5 seconds later, because this animation is going to take about 1.5 seconds. And I'll show you exactly how to do that. So let's go into our design now. Close up the heading text. Right at the bottom, you're going to find animation. I'm going to use flip today. I'm actually in the second one there. I want to be in the first one. Now, any of these, you can click on it and it will give you an example. As you can see there. And there's some crazy ones. But flip's going to work best for me today. So I'm going to put it on flip. Animation direction center, that's fine. Animation duration, I want mine to be perhaps 1500, 1.5 seconds. I think that's what I used before. Obviously adjust yours to taste. Now I don't want it to happen until the page is loaded, and I want it sort of 3/4 of a second after that. So I'm going to say 750 milliseconds, 3/4 of a second. The page will load 3/4 of a second. It'll pop in like that. Fantastic. The intensity, well, I want it full intensity. I want it to be as intense as it can. Now at the moment it's sort of fading in there because the opacity when it starts is set to 0. I want it to be fully visible at all times, so it just rolls in just like that. Perfect. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go out to the blue writing that says animation there. I'm going to right click. I'm going to copy the animation attributes. I'm going to click on my next one here. Again, where it says animation in blue there, I'm going to right click. I'm going to paste animation attributes. Now this one, I don't want to come in until perhaps 2.5 seconds, because we've got 3/4 of a second delay on the first one. It's going to take 1.5 seconds to come in, so that's 2.25 seconds. So let's bring this one in at 2.5 seconds, which would be 2500 milliseconds. Perfect. So we've got our little hero section, if you like. If we preview this now, let's save. Let's just get rid of all these pages up here. We really don't need them anymore. And I've just updated my Divi theme. There's a slight change here. When you usually used to hit the preview or preview draft, it would automatically open in a new window. Now you can choose to either enter preview mode, which it will show you right away here, the full screen, or preview on front end. I'm going to hit preview on front end so it opens in a new page. Here we have it. 3/4 of a second, that one's going to pop in. And 2.5 seconds, that's going to pop in. That works perfectly for me. Let's see that again. 3/4 of a second, 2.5 seconds. Perfect. Obviously adjust yours to taste. Great. Now we need to add a few lines down underneath. And I'm not going to go through building these again. I find the easiest way of doing this is let's go to wireframe mode. Now our first one's got the timing that I want to use. So let's add a new section. I'll throw a row in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clone my first one here with the correct timing. I'm going to drag it on down to our new section here. And we'll get rid of that empty row. Then I'm just going to clone this for as many times as we want to do it. Let's say 2, 3, 4, as much text as you want to put in yours. Now, if we flip back from wireframe mode now, we've got our first section there. Need to go into this one. First thing I'm going to do is make it so we can see it in the heading text. Heading text color. I click on there, choose the default. And obviously we'll want to change out the content. I just put in whatever you want to say. I've got no real stuff to put in there. I'm going to go to my next one. I'm not going to change colors. In my last one, I had a black background and white text. I would leave this all the same color. So if I click on this, awesome, Divi. And again, we can flip the color over here in the heading text color. I've got a bit of a gap there. Just pop my cursor in there and backspace. Great. What I'll do is, while we're here, I'll do the same as we did before. I'm going to right click on the heading text, copy the headings text attributes. I'm going to go down to my next one. We're in the right place. I'm going to paste them just to save a bit of time so we can see everything. Next one, same thing. Paste. And I've got another one down here. Paste. Perfect. And we just need to go back in here. We'll go to the content this time, change that text out. Website. That perhaps flips as you scroll down. And let's just clone this another couple of times. Bring this one. Just using the, clicked on the next one. Inbuilt animation. I hope it fits. Great. That was pretty quick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add something on the bottom just so we can scroll down far enough for this one to flip in the end. And let's just add a new section. Again, I'll put a single flex row in there. And we'll throw a button in there, just like we did yesterday. Here's the button. All I'm going to do is throw it in the middle. Alignment. And let's make this section a little bit deeper, a little bit more interesting. I'm in this section. We go down to sizing again. Doesn't need to be 100 this time. So let's go down to height. I'll make it, say, 60 viewable height. Great. Gives us some scrolling room there. And we know how to flip that button in the middle. Just go up to layout. Justify the content there. And let's just give it a background color. I'll use that default blue. No, I won't, because we can't see the button. So if you do anything wrong, you can go back in and reset it by rolling over the gray writing there, hit the little round arrow, which will reset the field. Let's make that perhaps a black. Let's see the button that way, not that it really matters. Okay, well, let's see if this is going to work for us. I'm going to resave up here. Once we've saved it, we can just go over our previous preview and refresh it. And 3/4 of a second, and 2.5 seconds. And as we start scrolling down, you'll see that text rolling in as we scroll down the page. And that's a really nice effect. You actually see that quite a lot on sites at the moment. Very easy to do, as you can see, and really eye-catching. Let's see that one more time. 3/4 of a second, and the next one as we roll on down. Things like this really do get people's eyeballs on content if you've got a message you want to put out there. And of course, you can link these to anywhere you want if you need to. So there we have it. There is how to create some giant text that flips as you scroll down the page. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them down below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you, or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.